Tell us where home is, and we'll get you back to your parents safe and sound.
Anywhere but Derry.
The first trailer for It Welcome to Derry has been released this morning. Let's do that goofy clown dance all the way back to Stephen King's stomping grounds and break down this trailer. Hey everybody, I'm Killjoy Jake, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Welcome to Derry is the new It prequel series set 27 years before the events of the 2017 film. That film takes place in the 80s though. Lots of numbers I'm throwing at you, I'm so sorry. It's too early for this. Andy and Barbara Muschietti, who of course did the two films from 2017 and 2019 respectively, are back on this IP to tell a pretty similar story, just in a different time period. Getting into specifics, Andy told Entertainment Weekly that this series will dive into interludes from the King novel itself, writings of Mike Hanlon based on his investigations that include interviews with the older people of the town. So maybe some of the creepy old people of Derry will finally get fleshed out, except maybe not the creepy pharmacist who was hitting on Beverly. I'm good on him.
You look just like Lois Lane.
The trailer begins with a kid walking in the cold out of Derry. Dude's trying to escape, and I completely understand that after spending just 2 movies in that city. That was good enough for me. A title card tells us the show is taking us back to 1962 Derry, where I think Leroy Hanlon has just moved to the city with his family. That's Mike's dad with the bolt gun, if you remember that whole situation. Considering that Andy based a lot of this series on Mike's investigation from the novel, it would make a lot of sense to me if we follow his dad for a large portion of this first season. Remember, this new show is supposed to kick off a 3-season arc where each season is a prequel to the previous one. So season 2 will take place during the Great Depression in 1935, and season 3 will go all the way back to 1908, the year the Model T came out. So I guess if they're running out of ideas at that point, they can teach Pennywise how to drive. Reminds me of Aladdin 4 Jafar Needs Glasses. There's a sick Dark Tower reference to the Universe Turtle, which anyone who has read all of those bad boys knows Pennywise is referenced in there just a few times. Then we get to meet our new kids on bikes. We even get a shot of bikes and then separately kids. Oh wow! From just the trailer, it makes it seem like these characters are going to be the made-for-TV version of the ones we saw in the movies, but for now I'm keeping an open mind. It also feels like the story is going to be very similar to the one we got in It 2017. I mean, there's even some of the same shots with some of the same looking characters. What is going on here?
There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
I'm hoping this time around we get more reveals as to what's going on in the city and why all the adults are keeping the Pennywise thing a secret. I just hope this isn't a retread but takes place in the 60s this time around, that's all. There's a lot of teases that the adults and even the police force know something isn't right with Derry.
Keep your noses out of police business.
And we even get to see the big man himself right at the end here. I was hoping we'd get to see more of Pennywise's weird forms in the trailer, but maybe they're saving that for the show, in which case, I can't complain. I'd rather see it for the first time when I'm actually watching it versus the trailer telling me to watch it. Something else I want to note is there's still no release date for Welcome to Derry. Although it originally had a fall 2025 release date, now it's just ambiguously fall. They're also promising to change Max back to HBO Max this fall. What was the whole deal with that anyways? Why did we change it in the first place? As a fan of the 2 movies and the 1990 miniseries, because who doesn't love Tim Curry, come on now, I'm definitely excited for this series. But let's be real, this is 100% Max's attempt, HBO Max's attempt to basically get the Stranger Things crowd, which is going to be ending soon. Let's funnel all those Netflix fans over onto our streaming service. Listen, I'm into it. I'm gonna need a fix after Stranger Things 5 is done. I'm probably going to cry a lot. But I guess I'm just not seeing a promise of a fresh story here. This looks like exactly It 2017, but in TV form. And that kind of already exists.
Don't you want it? Don't you want it?
So hopefully this is all just set up to show us how the town of Derry formed this coalition to appease the space clown that lives in their goddamn sewers. Hopefully we get to that angle sooner than later. Hey everybody, did you know that we have some killer merch at the Killjoy Jake Fourth Wall store? I've just released a summer collection as well as lowered the prices on everything else. Go check it out and maybe pick up a shirt or two. Also, channel members and Patreon supporters just got a 10% discount code. Make sure you use that. One last plug and I'll shut the f up is my horror gaming channel, GullGotha. Make sure to subscribe for some spooky horror gaming content. New videos on Alien Isolation and Repo are currently in the works. So what are your thoughts on It Welcome to Derry? Did you like today's trailer? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you all again for watching, please subscribe, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.